Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Downsized Live.
Hello, welcome. I'm Laraine Durham.
And I'm Christopher Durham.
Christopher Durham, and we're the Downsized. This is our channel that talks about GLP-1 weight loss and things related to GLP-1 weight loss. I've lost, 49 pounds. I usually say over 50 pounds, but right now it's 49 pounds on compounded tirzepatide, and Mr. Durham has lost over 100.
I think so. It's been bouncing up and down here last week, though. I don't know. It's been doing weird things.
We've been bouncing around. We started on September 29th of 2023, and you may notice that date is, we're getting close to that date of 2025. So coming up on 2 years of this weight loss journey. So, we made a YouTube channel and said, hey, who else is out there trying to figure out this land of GLP-1s? Because when we started, there just wasn't a lot of information out there. So it's growing all the time. We're growing every day. We hope you will like and subscribe to our channel. We put out content every day on GLP-1 topics. We talk to doctors. We talk to regular people. We give you our points of view. We do news. And
we ramble on aimlessly.
As per now. So, Christopher, take it away. What do you got to say?
Let's see who's out there. I think the very first one I don't know. So let's talk to Lori. Hello, Lori. Lori has a question. So if you do have a question, you feel free to ask them out there. Try and put a Q or a question mark. Qs are a little easier to see in this. She says, just heard about GLP-1 drops. Do you know anything about them?
There's no such thing.
Well, no, there is such a thing. But according to the scientists that I know, GLP-1 drops have never been tested. So there's no research on GLP-1 drops that they are effective, and they have a tendency to still be as much, if not maybe a little bit cheaper, but basically as much as the injections. The challenge of GLP-1, so those peptides, is they work really well when they're injected because they go directly into the bloodstream. When they go into your body, whether you swallow a pill or do a drop, the enzymes and the acids and things in your body break it down really quickly. So they have a tendency to not work terribly well, even to the point of like semaglutide, which the pill is Rybelsus. They're having to do a lot higher doses in order to get the same amount of effectiveness on. So the scientists that I know say don't do GLP-1 drops.
And the scientists that you want to name his name?
Oh, sure. Candy Carmack? It does start.
Does it start with a C?
I mean, we've talked about some of the other ones, and he's just like, you're just wasting your money. And he may be on here. If he is, he could correct me if I'm misquoting him, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I wouldn't waste your money on that. If you're afraid of needles, it was kind of scary the first, 5 or 6 times I did it. But now after taking over 100 shots, it's really not that big a deal. So I would just go straight to the real thing.
And we have another question from Cynthia Hansen. She says she's paying $500 per month for Lilly Direct, I assume. I decided to switch to Mochi, and you sent me a code. I was told that if I quit, I may never get their discount again.
The Lilly discount?
Well, so as you know, so with Lilly Direct, if you are in the higher doses, so past the first dose, there you get past the first 2 doses, you get a discount, and it goes to $4.99.
The price is $4.99.
Goes to $4.99, but if you do not reorder every 45 days, it will go up a couple $100
so
eventually.
Like $700 or something.
I think almost, yeah.
Yeah.
So the unfortunate answer is we don't really know what happens if you stop and try and go back 6 months or a year from now. I have read all the terms and conditions, and there doesn't seem to be a clause in there. But certainly there are people, so maybe I'm having surgery, maybe, certainly there are doctors that say you have to go off of this for some period of time.
Do for that.
There must be a provision for people to re-enter the system somewhere down the road. Call them and ask them. I wouldn't tell them you're thinking about switching to a compounder. That'll really tick them off.
No, that'll piss them off for sure.
But plenty of people have stopped and started these medications for whatever reason. We don't know what the answer is to that. You say, I think you commented a little again, down here. You're worried about compounding. I can tell you today, I'm not worried about compounding right now. All the court cases have been going in the compounders favors, telehealth companies favors. It looks okay now. It's the Wild West out there, so it could change tomorrow.
I mean,
but
today it looks good for compounding. That could change at any time. So you're wise to be cautious. We don't really know if if you stop Lilly and then a year from now, 6 months from now, if you want to start back with Lilly Direct, will they remember you from before and jack your price up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But call them and ask them. I mean, you could say, hey, I just can't afford it. You could say, I'm having medical issues.
I'm having
I can't
surgery.
take it.
I have to stop for a month. What will happen?
There's a lot of situations where that could happen. So certainly there must be a way to re-enter that. It can't be a lifetime.
If someone watching knows, drop a comment in the chat if you've done this with Lilly Direct, if you've stopped and started, and tell us what happened.
Shanita says good evening.
Hey, good evening.
Megan Reeves, who's also a member, says hello. Lily says,
hey, Lily. Oh, Cynthia, website says first purchase. So many think that if you miss that 45-day window and then come back, that first purchase return will be full price. Yeah. So if you don't reorder within 45 days and then place another order, your price will go up. Then if you keep ordering within 45 days after that, it will be at the discount. Oh, like the first one? Oh, maybe. So maybe if you stopped and then started 6 months from now, that first order would be the higher price, and then the reorders would be less.
Would they let you re-enter at the higher dose is the real question.
I mean, if your doctor prescribed it, no, they're not going to.
We don't really know the answer to the question. Is unfortunately that. Hello, Michelle Frank. Rainy evening in Florida.
Hey, Kirsten. Hi, Downsized peeps.
Michelle says, please hit that like button.
Thanks,
please
Michelle.
do. Thank you very much. I don't think we've said it yet, but we are not doctors. Lorraine's not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. This is just our experience. We're chatting with you guys. It's entertainment purposes only. Given all of the FDA rumblings, I would also say these are serious prescription drugs, and there are side effects to them. There are possible side effects to them, so make sure you go to the manufacturer's website and talk to your doctor about it. We're always happy to chat, but we're not doctors. So say hello to Val.
Hey, Val. Val's in Florida, too. Hello. Jazzy. Hey, Jazzy. Jazzy says, hello, Downsized fam. Val says, Kirsten, I found a cat necklace. We're big cat fans in this Downsized community. Our cat
says,
might
I wonder if
come
JoJo's. I haven't seen JoJo. She's inside. Is she
inside? That's the only reason Kirsten's here. Yes. JoJo is around. She got mad because she was meowing at the door at 5 o'clock, and I told her, kitties in this house don't go out after 5, JoJo. You know this because then you tend to stay out all night, and that's not good for kitties to be outside at nighttime. Kitties need to be inside at nighttime. That is the Durham house rules for kitties. So she's around here somewhere. She'll probably come strolling in. Linda Bookmiller says, good evening, everyone. Hey, Linda. Michelle Frank, remember to put QQQ if you have a question and to hit the like button. Thanks.
And if you have something to celebrate, tell us. If you've started the medication, if you've lost weight, if you bought a car, if you had a grandchild, if you had a whatever, and we'll do some fun things and throw you some confetti.
Yep.
Today is my oldest daughter's Olivia's birthday, so she is 21 today. She's not in the house. She went to celebrate with her friends,
so she doesn't know what we're talking about.
So she won't complain about it about us talking about her.
I was talking about her last night on the Members Only Live, and she texted me, said, mean text. Oh, here's Sandy Shore. Hey, Sandy. Sandy can't find the join button, but she sends us a super sticker. Thanks, Sandy. Thank you for your super chat of $3.99. Sandy's my friend. Sandy Shore is my friend that we work out together at the gym here locally, and she also went with us on the Downsized cruise. Are you going on the next? I think she signed up for. If you'd like to go cruising with us on the Downsized cruise in June 2026, you can go to our website, thedownsized.org. Check out all the details. It's going to be a 4-night cruise on Royal Caribbean, Freedom of the Seas out of Miami. She gonna make you move to Miami. There's a it goes like this. Cardio dance to a song called She Gonna Make You Move to Miami. Oh, yeah.
Does it shock you that I do not know that
do you guys
song?
know who sings that song? I've never heard it before till I heard it in Cardio Dance, but it's so catchy. All right. Anna says, good evening, Chris and Laraine. P.S. Sandy, you should do the Cardio Dance with me sometimes. You'll probably like it. Because if you liked, Sandy and I used to do my favorite of all time, Sabaka's dance class.
No one knows what that is, Darryl.
Sabaka is a teacher, but he left our gym and went to another gym. Christian says, hello, Downsized family. Hey, Christian.
Christian's killing it, too.
Yeah, I think he posted a before and after picture on our Facebook page, and it was amazing. Anthony says, hello, everyone. I have a Facebook page. Hi, Anthony. It's called The Downsized Adventure with Laraine and Christopher, if you'd like to join us on that, if you're in the Facebook land. If you're just a YouTuber, that's fine. We're glad always to see you and talk to you here on YouTube. Doris, I think I didn't say hello to Doris. You passed by it too quickly.
Doris, sorry.
Doris Goody, hello. Hey, thanks for being a member. Hello, all. And then Denise Walker says, good evening, all. Good evening, Denise. Thanks for joining us. And Michelle, I know. Michelle Frank says, you both match. You're in blue. Yeah, I've had this on all day. He went and changed. I said, did you have to match me? And he was like, oh.
What is the predominant color in my closet?
What is the predominant color on my body? He does look good in the blue, though, because it matches his eyes. Show him your eyes, honey. We both have blue eyes.
Says hello. Mary Renford, lots of hellos.
Hey,
here. Mary. Let's see if we can find a question or two. There's Ada. Hello, everyone.
So today's adventure, we went to a men's clothing store to buy a suit for Christopher Durham because we have some events coming up. My cousin's daughter's getting married, and it is black tie optional, which means definitely a suit. I texted my son, and I said, do you have a suit? He said, no, I don't. I said, you're going to either have to get a suit or rent a tux for this event. He was kind of like, oh. So I don't think he's very happy about that. But we went to find you a suit, and it was really men's suits. You know, you got all the different cuts, and you got all the different jackets and the different sizes, and there was slim fit, there was tailored fit, and then there was regular fit. Guess what Mr. Durham came out with? You're right, slim fit. I said, look, honey, you're a slim fit now.
Well, but for all of you ladies who complain about sizing, you know, what's so strange about men's sizing is the waist size is a waist measurement, right? It is 32 inches, 42 inches, whatever it is. That is something I should be able to lay down a tape measure and it be the same no matter. It's a measurement, right? Or a neck size is a measurement. Well, I tried on 12 pairs of pants.
Was it really 12?
12.
None of them were
32s, 34s, and 36s. And depending on the cut of the pants, some of them I could not button the 36s. Some of them I could wear. Some of them I could wear. It was weird. Like the sizing was all over the map.
It was very weird. And did you see Aida's? Thank you, Aida, for your $3 super chat. Thank you very much. You should check out her channel, my GLP-1 Daily.
Has she done her first video yet? Aida, have you done your first video? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Maybe so. But so it, you know, my profession before I stopped working in an office was a clothing buyer, and I bought women's bottoms, which my friends always thought was hilarious that I was a bottoms buyer. But so pants, jeans, skirts, shorts, you know, anything you wear on your bottom. So I'm looking at them and I'm like, this is pulling here and it's not supposed to, and this is pulling here and it's not supposed to. This isn't quite fitting
and
right.
It's an off the rack suit.
He goes, this is how pants fit. That is not how that's how pants are. I think it was that's not how pants are. That was a 30. I don't even know. The sizing was just so confusing. So anyway, we ended up getting a jacket, and then he wanted a vest because he wanted to look super snazzy. And then the pants they had to order because they didn't have the pants we found in another color. So we got the pants. And then I said, you know what's throwing me off is that he had on like a golf shirt under this suit, like a cotton golf shirt, and was getting all bunched up. I said, can you please try on?
She doesn't have an imagination.
I don't want to imagine. I want to evaluate the product. So we got him to give us a sample shirt, and he put it on. I was like, okay, that's much better now. So we got him a shirt. We got him all the things. Do you need shoes too?
Probably.
All of his shoes are a size too big. I told the lady in the shop, I said, well, he's lost over 100 pounds and none of his clothes fit. We have to buy him all new clothes. And she's like, oh, wow, that's great. And I thought she was going to say, how'd you do it? She did not. She just went about her merry.
That was very wise of her.
Her merry way.
Nora Watson has a question. A few weeks ago, I posted I was getting blood work to start a GLP-1. Blood work shows pre-diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor prescribed diabetic meds and Ozempic.
All right.
Insurance didn't cover, but I listened to...
Is there more?
Is there more down here, Nora? I don't see more.
Maybe it's way on down there.
I'm looking.
So that stinks that your insurance didn't cover it. So,
well,
what is the question?
I would talk. There are type 2 diabetics on here, I know, and I'm certainly not an expert at one, but
because you're pre-diabetic, it wouldn't cover
right.
it. Mm-hmm.
I would talk to your doctor a little bit more to understand. Typically, my understanding was with prediabetes, they're going to want to try and manage it with weight loss and diet to begin with. So you must have been really close to diabetes. But again, not a doctor.
Well, it kind of stinks, right? That you actually have to develop type 2 diabetes before you can get this medication. You're pre-diabetic. That means you're headed that way, right? I would do what you have to do to be on one of these GLP-1s. Do we have more questions?
We do.
Hey, Crazy Cat Lady in LA. Hey, y'all. Just here for my daily dose of JoJo. I have no idea where. JoJo, where are you? JoJo. I don't even know where she is.
You run that for a second. I need to. These contacts are not focusing, and I can't see.
Oh, he can't. So, if you guys have been following along with us, you know that Christopher lost his glasses when we were on our cruise. Like they were on his face, and they took them off, and then he couldn't find them. They didn't turn up. We searched. So now he has contacts, and he's got one for close-up vision and one for far-away vision, and your brain is just supposed to adjust. I tried this years ago. My brain could never make the adjustment. So he's got his contacts in now, except now they're bothering him. So he's going to go put on one of his old pairs of glasses because he's got, the older prescriptions. Here's Gwen. She says, good evening, all. Good evening, Gwen. This is from Aida and Michelle Frank. We're doing just fine. I just inventoried my chocolate protein bars. Ooh, what's your favorite chocolate protein bar? I just bought a good one. I don't remember the name of it, but they were on sale at, I don't know. I always buy the ones that's on sale at I bought them at the grocery store and tried them. Okay, he's back now. Mayor Mindy's here. Hey, Mayor Mindy. Anna says, hey.
Did you tell them they can go back and watch our protein bar review?
We did do a protein bar review a while back.
Would you like me to give you a preview of my review?
He hates all of those things. I like most of them. I mean, kind of are what they are. I find that if toward the end of the week when my food noise might be creeping in a little bit more, I might start thinking about things. Maybe that, afternoon stretch comes and that food noise might come creeping back. If I eat a protein bar, it'll just shut it down. It is just, I'm good. and I feel like I stayed kind of on track. Mariella's 360, eating dinner, watching two of my favorite people. Hey, Mariella. Good evening, all. All right. Nice to see you. If
I missed anybody's question, feel free to drop it back in. I apologize.
You couldn't see.
I was sitting here going, I cannot read this at all.
Let's see what this one says. My GLP-1 daily with AIDA, all different brands. Oh, is this the protein bar conversation? All right.
Here's Losing with Grace. In Wegovy's higher dose trial, do you guys know if the titration schedule is the standard every 4 weeks? Also, do you know the doses between 2.7 milligrams to 7 milligrams? They have not revealed either one of those things.
Yeah. So
we just know that they
sounds like you
have it all the way.
To play with it yourself.
Yeah, if they have it all the way in, it's the FDA is looking at it, so hopefully it'll be approved by the end of the year. I think they're gunning to be the to get it out there quick. They need the help quickly. Yes, they need the help with sales. So.
Mm-hmm. Nurse Tara is here. Hi, good evening. Hello, Downsized family. Hello, Nurse Tara. Denise Walker says most of the time I never feel the shot. I feel it occasionally. Sometimes I do it. It's almost like, trick our friend Mindy told us was to use the back of my arm as an example. So if you have your, you can't really do this with the pen, but if you have the insulin syringe, after you fill it, Mindy said a nurse told her this to tap your skin lightly with the head of the needle. And if you feel any sensitivity in that spot, find another spot, right? So find a spot that's not as sensitive. And then when you do the injection there, it won't hurt as much. I do most of my injections around my belly button. So I use this because sometimes I get a little bruise, sometimes a little drop of blood comes out. But I like it the best when it just goes in, it absorbs, and that's it. And that's most of the time. But you do have those times where I do occasionally feel it.
Wilco, it's a good band, Wilco, says, just interested to know why you seem determined to stay on the top dose. I know it's working for you, but is there a chance it would still work on a lower dose? Why not try? You can always go back. The question is not why not. The question is why.
Well, I think one of the doctors that you talked to was Dr. Francavilla.
I think it was Dr. Francavilla.
Yeah, that was her advice. That's what she was telling her patients.
And the reality of the trials that are out there today is
change it.
The trials that they currently have in the field. Eli, which is, I won't get the name of Surmount Maintain is what the trials are called, are only testing 2 doses. They're testing 15 and they're testing 5. So we'll see what they come back with.
Well, you're testing 15 and 5 for what?
The trials for maintenance.
Oh, for maintenance.
Testing and a placebo. Guess what? Bad news if you're on the placebo. I just don't want to. I may at some point.
He's a stubborn man and he does what he wants.
Yeah,
y'all can yell at him all day and he's still going to do what he wants.
Whole notion,
been married to him for 22 years.
This whole notion that it's somehow better to go down, I don't know where that came from, and it's not my thing. If that works for you, that's great.
Well, and I think it goes back to that whole do you need to stay on this medicine forever conversation. And so I think we have both come to the understanding that, this is managing our weight pretty well and our disease of obesity pretty well. And so why would we ever want to come off of it? Because I tried everything else before this, right? I tried all the things. So the reason why I went down in dose was to see, at the time, honestly, I was worried about compounding. I lost all my weight on compounded tirzepatide. I was worried maybe I'd have to go to a Lilly vial, Lilly Direct situation if the compounding went away, and could I do that super, even maybe the starting dose or the 5. And so that's why I was kind of working my way down. And so I've been cruising at a 7.5 dose for 3 or 4 months now, and it's working okay. I think I might need to adjust. I've been on maintenance now for a little over a year, but I've really been maintaining. I looked at my weight this time last year. It was 143 pounds. I mean, today I weigh 145 pounds. I started at 193. I like to be around 143. That's 50 pounds down. Look who's here. So, and I think it's a personal decision, and you should ask your doctor and what as you navigate your own maintenance journey.
I just think it's weird how somehow in this community it's become a thing that you're better if you're on a lower dose.
You know,
I don't
really
like
hear
it.
that so much anymore.
I don't think that's what will.
No.
No, there's plenty of people on the Facebook pages
Oh,
that are doing that.
I don't go to those Facebook pages.
The reality of this medication is it's working for me. It's 15 milligrams, which, if you remember your high school science, one paper clip weighs a gram. One paper clip. So that's 1/15 the weight of a paper clip. So it is a tiny little amount of medication. It doesn't bother me.
That can kick your ass if you don't titrate up approprially. It's powerful medication.
But
right?
I don't have side effects really. So.
I mean, your skin gets kind of sensitive.
Every once in a while I get allodynia, but I don't have anything that's intolerable.
Sometimes you get the diarrhea effect.
I got that before the drug, though.
Yeah. Where I get the opposite. I get more constipation. It's just a personal decision, and I don't think anybody should.
Honestly, they're testing up to 30. They're testing,
choice.
I'm pretty sure, up to 30 milligrams. So there'll be more doses coming for Zepbound as well.
Yeah, there's other medications coming. Oh, did you see?
Oh, I did not, Kristen.
We'll come back to this, Nora. Hang on. Kristen says, this is for treats for JoJo. Look, JoJo, you got some treats. JoJo says, oh. JoJo, show him your cute face. Here, come over here. Oh, JoJo says, I don't want to be there, Mom. Wait, JoJo. If only cats were trainable.
There's nobody in my house that's trainable.
Cats are not trainable. Do you want to sit down, JoJo? You want to sit? She says no.
She says, leave me alone.
No, I do not. I just wanted to come flying up on your table just to make my presence known. All right. I think you're on Nora's.
I was trying to find Nora. I think it was the second half of her. It was the second half of the other question.
Oh,
so it was the second half of your other question.
Okay.
She watched the video we did with the doctor, and I called my insurance company. I think it was probably the one with.
Ozempic for $25.
Yeah.
Okay.
So woohoo! Yeah.
I called my insurance. Oh, okay. All right. Awesome. I mean, if you can get Ozempic for $25, that's as good as hitting the lottery.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, seriously, that's awesome. So I'm glad that worked out for you.
Actually, she says it's $5. It's even better. Holy cow! Scott Miller and TK. Hello, sir.
Scott Miller, TK.
Our buddy Darium is out there.
Good evening, Durham's Downsized members, visitors, big pharma associate attorneys. All are welcome at the Downsized, especially you Eli Lilly folks. And if any Eli Lilly folks are watching, please lower your price, Eli Lilly. People need it, and you don't.
If you have any samples, we'll take it.
Yeah, thanks, Darren. I also wanted to Scott with the Scott and TK. Scott and TK, he gets his medicine fast. He has the fastest ship of anybody I've seen from Mochi. So I got a Mochi shipment this week, and it was from a different pharmacy, a pharmacy called DCA Pharmacy in Franklin, Tennessee, and it came. I didn't get the giant cooler from Empower with the little tiny vial inside. I got a regular FedEx padded envelope, and inside it was the blue box with the blue Mochi thermos. My friend Sandy got it the other day, and I was like, what do you mean you got the blue Mochi thermos again? So I guess Mochi has partnered up with this DCA pharmacy in Franklin, Tennessee. So I did a quick Google on them and looked at their website. They've been in business, I don't know, over 15 years. So, I'll try their compound out and see how it goes. I think we added it up. We've been through 4 or 5 different compounding pharmacies.
I think that makes the 7th.
Yeah, all of them have worked the same. I don't think, every week my body is not the same, but I think the medicine has been pretty consistent.
Alicia Smith says, Lily, just afraid of folks splitting doses. And honestly, going back to the 15 milligram. So money would be the reason. If I needed to go down, money would be the reason. So if compounding all of a sudden did go away,
right?
Is it possible that
going down?
That I might get a 15 milligram Lily vial and then
maybe I take half of it and you take half of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be what we do right there.
Yeah.
Lily lawyers, you listening? That's what you're driving people to do. So, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people just don't have coverage for these weight loss medications. We don't. So if you do, you have won the lottery.
TJB, who's a member, says hello.
TJB, hello. Thanks for being a member. That's a muscle right there.
I think it's an illustration.
Is it?
I don't think that's a real person.
Is that not a real person?
I don't think so. I think it's an illustration.
It is a cartoon.
I mean,
all right.
She might actually look like that. I don't know, but it looks like an illustration. Margaret Mitchum says hello from Northern Michigan.
With summertime in Northern Michigan.
So Reginald says, does Mochi add different ingredients by the side using tirzepatide? So right now, pretty much all compounding pharmacies are going to add some other thing, because the nature of compounding by FDA regulations means that you have to customize, personalize it in some way, shape, or form. Mochi has, I don't even know how many pharmacies they have right now, a bunch. And each one of those may do it a little different, and the doctor can write different prescriptions for them. Yeah. They don't ever adjust the amount of medication. So whatever dose it says you got. So if you got a 10 milligram, there's always that much in it. But whatever's been added to it will be in addition to it. So niacinamide, B12.
Mine comes compounded with niacinamide. Glycine. I've also had glycine. I've also had, I don't even remember. I think at one point there was nothing additional added, and then they started making it personalized. So yeah. Ask your provider. Jeanette Lopez Fernandez says, thanks for all of your information. You're welcome, Jeanette.
There's Sandy. She says hello.
Hey, Sandy Shore. Sandy was glad to get that Mochi thermos because she moved and she had all these Mochi thermoses, and she, got rid of them because she didn't need all the, and then she was like, oh, wait, they stopped. So now because Sandy uses hers as her travel case. I don't have one up here. But it's just a blue thermos, and it comes with long frozen rods you put in your freezer and then can travel with. Diana says, hello, I love your content and very informative. Thanks, Diana. Thanks for watching us today. Denise Walker says, yes, Big Pharma, we need better pricing. I hope you're here and listening. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do watch us. We know.
Gloria Haney says, QQQ, long story short, had to change doctors because of insurance. Old doctor sent in 3 refills for 7.5 Zepbound. I have lost and gained the same 3 pounds over the last 4 weeks. Any thoughts? Yeah, you don't have to fill all the refills. I mean, get your new doctor to up it for you.
But if the insurance, if you've already filled it, then you. I mean, if your insurance is covering it and you've got the 7.5 and you need to work your way through that 7.5, I would take a very close look at what you're eating. Okay.
If you haven't filled them, I'd reach out to your doctor and get a different prescription. At one point during the shortages, I think I had prescriptions at every drugstore within a 20-mile radius of us.
And if you can keep those ones you have, if you can, at your refill time, maybe it's not 90 days out, but maybe it's however many days out it is, you could move up then, and then just keep those 7.5s in the refrigerator, move up and leave maybe a box or box and a half of 7.5 in the refrigerator, because if you look on the bud date, they're generally good for over a year. So once you hit your goal weight, if you wanted to come back down, you'd have some
or if you wanted to use 2 to get to 15
or you could use 2 to get to 15.
And we're not doctors. We're not doctors. You could also take it every 5 days if you wanted to, which would bump your dose a little bit. But we are not doctors.
You could take a 7.5 every 5 days to get more flowing, so to speak, and that would work through it quicker. Things to think about.
But if you haven't filled them, I would reach out to your doctor for sure. Lots of people saying happy birthday, Olivia.
She'll love that.
She loves being talked about by people on the.
Thank you.
Michelle Frank says, who is joining her on the cruise?
Downsized cruise, June 4th through 8th.
Sandy hasn't done it yet.
Oh yeah, Sandy hasn't signed up yet, but she's going to. Okay, maybe you could get the gym ladies to come too. Our gym friends that we work out with. Gwen says, I put my phone in my pants pocket today with a roll of quarters for laundry and almost lost them. Had to grab them before they fell. Lost your pants, you mean? Your pants fell down?
Been there.
I hate when that happens.
So Gwen's name is the perfect. So I learned the other day, maybe
Royo.
last week, that her name is Roy Rowe, how to say it properly. So if we are saying your Roy Rowe.
I don't think it's R-O.
R-E-A-U, Rowe. Roy Rowe. Yes.
Roy Rowe.
Correct.
Royo.
Laraine did not learn. But if we're mispronouncing your name, please tell us and help us, because we're doing the best we can.
We're looking at you, Aida.
And names from all over the world are, we want to. If we can say it correctly, we want to. Though.
Yeah, of course.
Val says she's signed up.
Yay, Val! Val and her hubby will be there.
Your song you were singing is Enrique Iglesias, I believe.
No, it was.
You said you didn't know, and you were asking who.
Oh, Enrique Iglesias. He sings "Move to Miami." She gonna make a move to Miami. I need to write that down. Give me a pen. Give me a pen and paper.
Enrique Iglesias.
I have Spotify, so I can pull that up. Enrique. Talk while I'm writing.
Okay, I will. Let's see here. Aida says we look good in blue. Thank you. Brooklyn Joyce, hi all, almost to goal. I started at 193 as you did, down 49, want to get to 140. Maybe LOL, if not 143-ish, is going to have to be okay. Well, let's start here.
Down 49, okay.
So you're doing a great job.
Yeah, so I'm 5'5". I got as low as 138. I don't really know. I don't think I was eating enough. I wasn't really keeping track. I was working out a lot, and I got down to 138. Then we did some traveling overseas, and I gained a few pounds, and I never really got back down to that 138, but I got down to like 143, 145, and that's where I'm kind of bobbling around at right now. A lot of people talk about how do I pick my goal weight? How do I know when I'm done? I don't know. I mean, there's charts. You can ask your doctor. You can come up with it. You can look at your scale and see what range you're in for those, where you feel the best. I mean, where I am now in that 140, 145 range, I've replaced my wardrobe, right? So I don't want to go down another size. I'm happy where I am.
But it's still in her closet.
I still have some bigger clothes in my closet. Yeah, some of them I need to do a purge. Maybe we can do a video about purging Lorraine's closet. Oh, but then y'all would see my closet, and it's a complete disaster in there. It is a complete disaster. But maybe that would motivate me to do it. I don't know. All right.
There's 227 people,
Have y'all
230
purged your
people out
closet?
there. Hello, everybody. My name's Christopher. This is Laraine. We talk about GLP-1s. There's 95 likes.
JoJo's here.
So almost to 100. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe. JoJo's laying too flat to see her.
She's right here. JoJo's our cat. What do you say, Joe? You want to see the people? Say hi. JoJo says, hi, people. Okay.
JoJo did not care for that. I think I must have passed you, Mel B, but you're out there because Val's talking to you. Hello, Mel B.
Hey, Val. Hey, Anthony. I love when you guys match. Well, we had some pictures taken on our cruise. I put them for the Club Downsized people to see. I should put them for everyone to see. We were just walking. It was formal night on one of the cruises that we went on. And, they set up the picture places on the cruise, and they're like, hey, you want to come get your picture taken? And you don't have to buy them, but they just take them, and then you can look at them later. And they, on Carnival, they have, and probably other cruise lines too, they have like a super duper photographer that will like follow you around the ship and take your picture and like do like a special studio lighting and stuff. Well, I guess on the cruise we were on with all the gamblers, nobody was signing up for Mr. Super Studio Photographer Man. So he was in the hallway, like trying to pull people in. He's like, oh, come over here. Let me take, and he had like a black background and special lighting. And he's like, let me take your pictures. And we're like, all right. And he's like, now you have to set up an appointment time to come see me and look at these pictures. And I'm like, all right. So we did. And we looked at them and we're like, oh, we we like them. So I'll post them for you guys to see. And we matched. That was the whole point is
I was waiting to see what the point was.
We matched. And as we walked down the hall of the cruise, people were like, oh, you guys matched so well. I had a dress that was like black on the top and white on the bottom. And he had the exact same color cream as my skirt was his jacket. It was like a shirt jacket kind of thing. Anyway, moving on. Patricia Kendall says, didn't realize Mochi requires a medication purchase every month, even if I don't order it. Put a pin in that. I'll come back to it. I've only ever taken a shot every 10 days, so I don't need it every month.
They don't.
They don't,
It's probably the membership fee that you're seeing. So they have a membership
Yeah.
fee at $79. They'll bill you every month unless you stop it. You can stop it and restart it, though. You just have to tell them.
Yeah, they will bill you the $79 a month membership fee. If you don't want the medicine to automatically reorder, I've never had it automatically reorder because
There's a setting
always reordered it.
in the I don't know, dashboard.
Yeah, I would.
You can change.
You can chat with customer service in the portal. You can give them a call, and you can keep that from happening. That's not a big deal.
Laura Dominguez has a question.
Question on side effects. Laura, I have been struggling on higher dose tirzepatide. We'll move down. Difficult to tell difference between hunger or
Might barf.
Oh, okay. Even with healthy small meals. Suggestions. If you're on the higher doses and you can't eat, your dose is too high. I mean,
Not a doctor.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor. He's not a doctor. But why are you on the higher dose? Difficult to tell difference between hunger
And nausea, maybe. I
and
don't know.
nausea,
Green
yeah.
sick face.
Even with healthy small meals. I would say drop your dose down. Like, what dose are you on? Are you on 15? I mean, if you're on 5,
I mean, we don't know.
maybe you're just not used to it yet.
If you're on the compounds, talk to your provider, and you can go down in steps that are smaller. I would talk to your doctor. If you're on the Lilly vials, you can do that as well. They don't.
Well, you still have to reorder
You still have to reorder, but
days on the Lilly Direct.
it may still be cheaper to just use a little bit less. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
The pens, there's no good way to do that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the magic spot, and if you go back and watch some of the interviews we've done with doctors, they all have talked about finding that dose that works for you, that minimizes side effects
Right.
and maximizes weight loss. And if you're getting too many side effects, then, or if you're losing weight too quickly, you may have moved up
Too quickly.
too quickly.
Yeah. You need to remember that you need to eat. Your body needs nutrition, right? So at the beginning, it's really easy because, our whole lives we've been wanting to eat nonstop, always feeling hungry, always wanting to eat all the time. And so when that goes away and now you're in control of your eating, you're like, oh, I'm not hungry. I'm not going to eat so much. But, so at first you're probably really not eating enough, right? But as you go through the weeks, as you get to about 90 days, you need to find a calorie level that's going to sustain your body, right? Because those, not eating for a day is not good for you.
And you need the nutrition.
You need the nutrition.
People.
You need the protein.
Actually,
you
I
need
watched.
the vitamins.
If you guys have ever
You need
watched
fiber.
Brittany Rose out there, she's another YouTuber. She did a whole video today. Was talking about, and I absolutely agree with her. Everybody talks about protein, and then they're all constipated. Well, it turns out when you eat
Need
more
fiber.
protein,
Need
you're more likely to be constipated,
yeah.
and the medication slows everything down. So the doctor she had talked to and she watched all these dietitians, all said fiber was the most important thing first. So it was fiber, protein, water, because it was getting everything moving.
So I've been tracking my meals today because I just kind of want to get a handle on what I'm eating, whatever. And so my fiber, I tracked my lunch and my dinner with an app called Me Again. We're sponsored by Me Again. It's available on the Apple Store, Apple only. Sorry, Android people, they don't have one for you. Okay. So
we keep telling them.
We keep telling them, and they're like, we're just going to go with this for now. We're like, all right. So my fiber today is 9.8 grams of fiber, which I thought was pretty good. And then I have my 2 fiber gummies, which I didn't enter into this, but I probably should. So I probably had around 15 grams of fiber today, which I think is a lot for me. Now, if you look at somebody like Simply Taisha, who's posting her meals every day, she is hitting every
How much fiber are you supposed to
macro.
have?
I think at least 20 grams of fiber. I don't know. Somebody put in the chat what you think it is. At one point, Weight Watchers had fat and fiber. All you tracked was grams of fat and your grams of fiber, and you had to stay within targets for that. And that was the Weight Watchers plan, probably, I don't know, 20 years, probably more than that, 30 years ago, maybe in the 90s. Anybody remember that? The fat and the fiber. Anyway, I'm a big focus on fiber because I get constipated, right? So I don't know what
we
my
also
point
did a
was
whole
told.
video. It's always hard to say. We did a whole
My
video
tracking.
a while back that was about nutrition, and this research firm had done this and basically said a lot of people really need to get their blood work done, and they need to eat more whole fruits and vegetables and vitamins and minerals. So get the nutrition you need, fuel your body.
Yeah, it's important. Sasha says at Cynthia Hansen, I ordered once from Lily, then my appeal for Zepbound came through. I called them because keep getting the text to order, asked what if I need to come back and the price, and said you get 1 pass on the price.
Oh, well, that's
so
good
they
to
let
know.
you come back once at the
Discounted price.
discounted price. Okay. I mean, yeah, call them definitely.
Sylvia.
Hello from the UK. I interviewed a very nice lady in the UK today.
Joe Archer.
Joe.
She has a channel.
She has a channel, and just such a nice lady. Are we going to post that tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yep.
Really check it out. She is just so much personality. It was super fun talking to her. She lives in Nottingham. She said, where Robin Hood is from. And I was like,
she was
shut
pretty
up. We just had a great time. So
make sure you check it out
tomorrow. Make sure you like and subscribe, so then you'll just automatically see it.
Mindy adds some color. Enrique Iglesias featuring Pitbull, Mr. 305.
Yeah, I think Pitbull was in that.
Mel B, somehow I've missed you in the conversation, but people are talking to you. I'm not sure
She
how.
gonna make you move to Miami.
Jess says, thanks again for the Human Body Pod discount link. I purchased it last night after the members live, and I shared the link with a coworker this morning, and she purchased it on the spot. It's a pretty cool scale. So,
yeah.
So Body Pod, the Body Pod folks sent us a scale to test out, and I think they want us to they want a sponsor kind of thing.
I think we're gonna do a sponsor.
Yeah, we're not doing it yet because we won't tell you guys anything about it if we don't like it. Anyway, so we've been testing it. I've now weighed on it 4 or 5 times. It does seem to be improving. Like it seems to kind of be learning,
it
and it's adjusted. I guess it's calibrating to me.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of data there. I'd almost like to get somebody on from them and
do an interview or something,
and maybe have you kind of walk through the app and kind of what's the best way to use it, because it's I mean, we've always had a Renfo scale and done that digital scale. This just kind of takes it to the next level.
This one you hold it as a string that you pull up, and while you're on it, your feet are on it, and then it's running through your hands too, so it gives more of a full body kind of analysis. Is the link in our description of this video? Yeah, so you can click on the link, and I think when you click through our link, you get up to 50% off or something like that. We're not sponsored yet, so
do what you want to
but
do.
we went ahead and put the link up because we were talking about it and people wanted to look at it. We're also getting a DEXA scan on Saturday. Not to go down the whole DEXA scan rabbit hole, but just to get some body analysis. I'm also going to do a RMR test, we both are, to get our resting metabolic rate to know how many calories we are burning if you lay in bed and not move, or in a coma or something like that. So
anyway, so I'll be
I'm
able
glad
to,
you like
I'll be
the-
able to show you a spreadsheet that
the
shows
body
you the
pod.
Renfo numbers on the scale we have, the body pod numbers on the scale we have, and the DEXA scan numbers all on the same day.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'll be interesting data, right? So, and sometimes we get really caught up with the data, like we want to know like exactly, and really it's the trend. But I think that's why I always liked all the gadgets, like the Apple Watch and the Fitbit, because they were gadgets that helped me engage with the whole process. So why not? I like it. I like technology.
My watch tells time.
His watch tells time.
But we're surrounded by gadgets.
Yeah, we have a lot of gadgets in our house. We just got a new iPad. The old iPad died. So, is Dennis here? Do you want to tell him if the headphone thing worked?
Well, it's working. Yeah.
It's working. So thanks, Dennis. I don't think Dennis is on here tonight. Brandy's Random Adventures. Cuts are all over the place with women's clothing also.
Oh, yeah, I know. I think very often people think that men's clothes aren't that way, though. And they are.
They definitely were in the store for sure. Brooklyn Joy says, I'm size large now. No more plus sizes. Woohoo! Yay! Kitty says, yay. Yep, that's awesome.
Well, I mean, that was honestly today shopping for that suit. That's the amazing thing, because there was a time when they probably had a suit that would fit me.
Maybe, but maybe
one.
not. Yeah, you would have had to take whatever.
And I
fits.
might have had to order. They probably had a jacket. I probably would have had to order the pants, and they wouldn't have had a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's my prom dresses. I always had to order them because they didn't have anything in the store big enough to fit me.
Terry Locken, who's a member, has a question. Hey, Downsized family, I was covered by insurance from January to July. That's great. My last refill was covered, but used all the rest of the Eli Lilly coupon. Pharmacy said it was due to my deductible.
I was covered by insurance from January to July. My last refill was covered, but used all the rest of the coupon.
So the coupon has a dollar max on it every 6 months.
Go to CVS because they don't seem to. I've been using,
and that's the other thing. Go use a different phone number and get another coupon, and go to a different drugstore.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'd get another coupon. Have your doctor send it to a different pharmacy, not Walgreens, because Walgreens is the worst. And I will say that because I've tried to fill those prescriptions at Walgreens, and it's a nightmare every single time. But CVS, I picked up my daughter's Zepbound today, and I even could go through the drive-through. We didn't go through the drive-through. Oh, because there was a line. But we just walked in, ding, dang, doom, here you go. Now,
but at one point, I think I had 2 coupons going on, because they don't, if you use a different email address or something else, they don't cross-reference them or anything. So.
But so we have an older coupon that
is $550.
Is it five? It was 500, and then it went to 550.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going. Now my daughter's coupon is 650, but it doesn't seem to run out. But at Walgreens, it ran out like in December, and the pharmacist was like, "This coupon's no good anymore." And I'm like, "Well, I can just get another one." He's like, "Well, you have to go get another one and come back when you have." I'm like, "Go away, Walgreens." So now I'm on CVS, and it just says your order's ready. It's $650, and that's what we do. QQQ, I love the blue. Thanks, Anna. And before you guys ask me why, it's a long story why, and I'm not supposed to talk about my daughter's journey, so I'm not going to answer any questions about that. I am all compounded. Christopher is now all compounded. And
I still have a Zepbound prescription, though. There's still Zepbound pens with my name in the refrigerator.
We have a lot of Zepbound in the refrigerator, but both of our daughters are on it, and it's a miracle drug. Okay, it's just a miracle drug. And if I have to get the pens so they can take it on their own and when they live in different locations from us, then that's what I'm going to do. So
Deb says, I thought Christopher's color was red. Yeah, I understand that, because we've talked about that. It's really, blue is my favorite color. Blue is what I buy. Blue and black, honestly, are the 2 colors I buy the vast majority of the time. Red is our other business color. So when we do business events, red is the color, and I like for us to match, because we do conferences and things like that.
Oh, and we do have a lot of matching red because
we do have a lot of matching red because of that.
because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're branching out a little bit now into pinks and things. Brandy says, I bought 3 Levi's jeans, all same style, different colors, all fit differently. You know, so how they're cut in the factory, you got these bolts of denim cloth. So they're all stacked up, right? Layers of cloth. And then they're all cut at the same time with a jigsaw that cuts them out. So sometimes those shift and move around. So the ones on the bottom are going to not be the same exact measurements as the one on the top. And they are supposed to have a tolerance of within like a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch, but that could be a lot in different places, right? So just maybe a reason why, because they're not all hand sewn. You know what I mean? Hand cut, rather. Becky Clark says, hello to all. Just joining in. Got a call from the Commonwealth of Virginia Department of Insurance today concerning my denial of coverage of Zepbound. Advised to get in touch with my past employer.
I think this was involved with the CBS Caremark Zepbound shift to Wegovy. Correct me if I'm wrong, Becky.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, a lot of times, well, all the time, your health insurance is tied to your employer, unless you're self-employed like us, or you have, I guess there's other situations too, but your employer can pick and choose what's covered in their plan. So definitely get with them. Margaret Frazier says, I want to know what is different about Christopher. You look so much younger today.
Did I not have my glasses? Did I not have my glasses on earlier? Did you like that?
Well, I mean, take your glasses off. All right, so doesn't he look like so much cuter without his glasses? I don't know. Maybe it's just now different because
I have a new pair of glasses coming. These are older glasses.
When I first met him, he wore contacts, and then I guess over the course.
Well, it was one of those old age things where the doctor said I can correct for this, but I cannot correct for this. Yeah. But if you wear glasses, it's fine.
Yeah. And so anyway,
for whatever the contacts I have what do you call it?
I explained.
Monovision.
One's for far and one's for close.
And they've been perfectly fine. I haven't had any. And then I'm looking at this, and there's an iPad here. Could not read it. Just nothing.
Yeah.
It was not.
I got I changed from a PC to a Mac this week. And so I've been doing a lot of work on the computer to like get things moved over and get things set up. And just had the worst headaches, and I'm like, I'm wearing, because I have a bigger monitor, but it's really not big enough, and then I don't know, I just have to
You're also wearing $3 readers.
And what's wrong with my dollar store? Actually, I think these came from Shein.
Maybe those aren't the best quality. Just saying.
I've got some more on order. I'm trying them.
Kirsten says, why is Mindy the mayor? Darium named her that, I think. Darium, correct me if I'm wrong.
Because Mindy is on any GLP-1 related page you might go to, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Mindy's there. Mindy's made a comment. Mindy's already watched that video and commented on it.
It doesn't even matter what country in the world. I have been on ones with people from like New Zealand.
There's Mindy. I was South watching Africa. James in Australia's TikToks. Mindy's there. So she just watches. I think
there might actually be Mindy clones.
No, I think Mindy and sometimes you can speed up the videos. Like on YouTube, you can watch it at like 1.5 times speed. I think that's one of her tricks. She told me on the cruise of what she does.
So yeah, but I'm pretty sure Darium started calling that. And here's Darium. Darium's one of our moderators. Thank you, Darium.
Thanks, Darium.
Good evening, all. Please hit the like button. That includes you big pharma attorneys. Smash that like button. Well, if you're a big pharma attorney watching the Downsized at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on a Wednesday night, you are the bottom of the totem pole.
Aw, don't make fun of the poor Eli Lilly lawyers. I mean, just because they keep losing their court cases, like the judge tells them, you don't really have anything. Get the heck out of here. But yeah. Look forward to every live Wednesday with both of you. Well, thanks, Evelyn. That's very nice of you to say. Are you just here for JoJo like Kirsten? Linda Dorman says, Quest Crispy Chocolate Caramel Pecan Hero Protein Bar is the best. Ooh.
I would try that. The problem that I
Those
don't
two
like
different-
about protein bars is I like crunchy things. So the ones that have some crunch to them, I think there was one that wasn't bad. I don't remember what it was. I don't like the chewy thing. She loves a
I like
brownie
the
kind of chewy thing.
gooey caramel. Yeah, I don't really like the crispy part. Like a lot of times they throw in like crisp rice to like take up space or something. I like the ones that are really just kind of like dense. GLP-1 Daily with Aida says, I like IQ chocolate sea salt. It's like a protein brownie. I think we test tasted those. Rudy likes it too for that afternoon snack too. That's her husband.
I don't remember. We test tasted like
a bunch.
30 of them or something. And honestly, it made my tummy upset, to tell you the truth. Linda says, oh, she's quoting me from that video. It's terrifying, Linda. Tastes like linoleum and sadness.
That's what he said. Every time he eats something he doesn't like, it tastes like sadness.
No, just the protein.
Just the protein.
It's that linoleum.
Well, somebody on the Downsized Facebook page commented that it tasted like sadness, and somebody said, "Oh, you must have been watching Christopher's videos," and they didn't even realize that's where they'd gotten it from. I'm like, y'all be listening too closely to Christopher Durham, that's for sure. But that's what we're here for, right, Linda? Becky says, with me being retired and using my past employer insurance, they might work with my doctor and get it reinstated. Fingers crossed. Oh. All right.
That'd be good.
Worth the shot.
Liz says, will I be able to watch this live in its entirety afterwards? Just getting here. Yes, you absolutely will. Some people don't find them, so when you're on either the app
channel.
or on your laptop or whatever you have, you have to make sure you click on the live section because all the live videos live in the live section. And you could go back and watch, I don't even know, thousands of hours of live videos. There's a lot out there.
But yes, this answer.
Mackenzie Sagremus.
Been on since May 2024, down almost 80 as of this morning. Congratulations. On the 12.5 dose now, quick question. When they dosed Christopher up to 16.8, was that when he lost the last of the weight he wanted to lose?
Oh, yeah.
And so probably some people are going, 16.8, that's not a dose. It's not a dose. One of the compounding pharmacy, well, actually Mochi, has made differentiated doses. I think they still do, but their top dose, at least for our compounding pharmacy, is now 15. But at one time it was 16.6.
It might have been 8. I don't remember. But it was 16 something. Yeah.
It was 16. Yeah, I think it was 16.6.
Yeah, that little bump helped for sure. No question about it.
He thought it helped.
And that's not even a big percentage.
It's not even a big jump.
I mean, if you look at the early jumps, 2.5 to 5, that's double. 15 to 6 point whatever.
And then 5 to 10 is double. You know what I mean? So the 16.6 is just a little bit. And I think aren't they testing the higher doses of
they've got 2 or 3 more doses.
And I think the next higher dose they're testing is 20, I want to say.
I think so. But the results
there's no clinical results from those higher doses. The Lilly trials, the Surmount trials, stopped with a 15 milligram dose as the top dose. CAG, pre-diabetic. At first, I didn't meet the A1C threshold. When I resubmitted, I met the criteria because my fasting glucose was greater than 120. Keep trying and find the insurance rules. Yeah, they're all different. Can you make that go away on the TV?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Or something. Okay. Yeah, you have to really dig into your insurance because they're all different, and some of them have these crazy rules, and you want to make sure that you're hitting every point if you're going to maybe go through an appeal or try to get them to cover.
Kate says, yes, I know only blindness would get in between CD and my from Seattle. Sorry about that, Kate.
What?
I must have missed one. I apologize.
Hey, Kate in Seattle. Blindness. Yes, indeed.
I was just looking at it going,
I can't see it. I can't see none of that.
It doesn't work if I can't see.
DJ says, local provider no longer has compounded tirzepatide, so I started Zepbound this past week, 10 milligrams. Out of pocket, of course. Anyway, down 2.5 pounds. March 2025, started at 319, now 267, and still losing.
That's awesome.
If you're looking for compounded tirzepatide, go to Mochi Health. I use Mochi Health as my online provider and source for compounded tirzepatide. My code is in the description, and the link to join Mochi is in the description. So just putting that out there for you, because I know that out of pocket is pricey. Sasha says, "Does Mayor Mindy have a YouTube channel?"
She does not.
She doesn't, and we've asked her, and I don't think she's interested in starting one. You can follow her on TikTok. I don't know where else you can follow her. Brandy's Random Adventure says, "I've been doing insulin shots for 16 years around belly, so that's where I do my GLP-1 shot." Yeah, if that's where you're comfortable, that's where I'm comfortable for sure. But 16 years, goodness. A long time.
Becky Clark
says, "Hi, Darium and all GLP-1 community."
Jack, I increased my dose a few days ago. I've been waking up at 1 a.m. every night since I increased my dose. It takes hours to go back to sleep. Anyone else had this issue? I mean, we've seen some people talk about insomnia with it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just my age, but sometimes if I can sleep past 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm winning. I woke up this morning at 5, and you were awake.
Well, I woke up because I'm old and had to go to the bathroom at 4:30, and then I just
couldn't go back to sleep. So I did go back to sleep, and I slept till 8, and I was like, "What is going on?" So, and I was having these. So I don't know about the insomnia. I would say look at what, I don't know if it's a function of when you take your dose. Maybe if you moved it back to earlier in the day?
You can try that.
I don't know. Could try that. Are you drinking enough water? I don't know. Are you drinking caffeine? Like all those regular sleep kind of questions, right? But I've been having really like weird dreams, like vivid, weird. Now I don't remember them, but and I've heard people talk about that too. Where's the best spot, Diana says, to give the shot on the thigh area? You want to talk about that?
There's a diagram that Lily and Novo have both published. Basically, you're looking at the top of the thigh, right? There's a video of Laraine doing it in the wrong place, so don't follow that video.
Well, so we were on a cruise, and I was trying to do it in the thigh, and I don't really have a lot of fat on the very top of my thigh. Now I have fat in my inner thigh, so I was kind of going towards that, and then I had a viewer that said, "Oh no, don't do the inner thigh because you're going to hit blah blah blah, and it's going to be bad." And I'm like, let me just go back to the stomach where I know it's safe.
They're short needles. You're not going to hit anything, but the top is where you're supposed to do it. I don't know that it changes the efficacy, whether it's an inch, whatever, one way or the other.
You want to make sure you're injecting into fat.
Yeah.
Into fat. If you hit loose skin or maybe hit muscle, it's not gonna absorb as well as fat.
Linda says, "I think she's talking about my dosing strategy. Less is not always better. Sometimes it's just less."
Yeah.
Michelle says she had it for a bit, but it got better.
Oh, the insomnia.
Val has a solution there.
Val takes breakthrough magnesium every night, and she sleeps great. I have heard magnesium for sleep is helpful.
Oh, there's Mel B. Hello, Mel B.
Hey, Mel B. She says, "Hey, Darium, King Darium." She calls him King. Brooklyn Joy says, "I've stayed on 5 Zepbound, and it's okay. I'm not going higher just because I'm hungry once in a while."
Yeah, you do what's right for you.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I don't think it's bad to be hungry at meal times. I think that's okay. I think we've spent so long trying to ignore our hunger or that food noise or whatever it is that we kind of lost touch with what it feels like to be hungry and need to eat. You know what I mean? So, and I've noticed that in maintenance, if I go too long without eating, I will be super hungry and hangry, as Christopher says. So, yeah, I don't think hunger is bad. It's the food noise that I don't want. But to be hungry for lunch or hungry for dinner, That's, we're supposed to have that. Oh, here's Mindy.
Oh,
Mindy's piping in here. Mindy says, thank you for your super chat, Mindy. I don't create content, but I do have a channel. Oh, okay. There you can see a playlist of all the interviews I've done. I haven't done an interview with you, Mindy.
yes, you have.
I mean, like she's been on my channel.
Correct.
I was thinking I haven't been on her channel. She doesn't have a channel like that. But if you want to see all the people who have interviewed Mindy, like me, you could go to her YouTube page. Okay, cool. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know, Mindy. Mindy just finished a triathlon with a lake swim. Hats off to you, Mindy.
Judy says, I was told that you stay on the top dose you lose on. You don't go down to maintain. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, they said. I'm on 15 too, but I was on 2 insulins before that. I may go down. I just, you know what? I feel good.
Right.
I don't.
He doesn't see a reason.
I'm maintaining within a few pounds each week. What's going to happen if I go down? I don't.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I started dropping my dose down for maintenance, that was kind of the thought at the time, about a year ago was, oh, maybe you can, drop down your dose and maybe you can get off of it at some point. Well, I don't want to get off of it. But I have dropped down my dose, and so I'm kind of good where I am. But, now a lot of these doctors are saying, if you stay on the top dose where you lost your weight, that blonde doctor lady, what is her name?
She said that. I don't remember her name.
She said that specifically, you stay on the top dose, you lose. Like that was almost her word for word wording.
Yep.
So we have heard that too. So, but I mean, I think everybody's just individual. You have to find what works for you, what works for your budget, right? You have to make all the things work.
So we will also be traveling out and about, and we have 3 more meetups coming this year. So when we do a meetup, it's absolutely free. We show up basically a hotel, restaurant. They're in different places around the country, and we say hello to people. We give out some JoJo pins, maybe some miscellaneous swag. We hang out with a bunch of GLP-1 folks. It's a lot of fun. We just did it in Orlando, I guess, a week or 2 ago. The next one will be in Atlanta, Georgia during Obesity Week. It'll be on November 3rd. If you want to come to that one, please go to our website, downsized.org, and RSVP for that. You can come meet us, meet up. I think there'll be a lot of folks there. It's during the big Obesity Week convention, which is a medical and scientific convention that looks at obesity. We'll actually be broadcasting from the convention floor. So lots of cool stuff going on. A couple of you guys are going to come down and help us out with that as well. And then if you can't do that one, we'll be in Las Vegas Saturday, November 15th at Caesar's Palace. I'm actually going to see Kelly Clarkson if she comes back. She's on hiatus right now because of family issues. But hopefully she'll be back, but we'll be there Saturday, November 15th, so you can RSVP for that. And then we will hop on a plane from Vegas and go to Chicago, Illinois, where we'll be on Michigan Avenue. And Tuesday, November 18th, we'll be doing one of those as well. So those are the last 3 of the year, but you can come hang out with us, say hello, get a JoJo pin. We'd love to meet everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me turn that off.
We will be in Florida in February. We could do a meet and greet around. We'll have to look at our travel schedule and maybe do some for 2026. Put some up.
Yeah, I think we'll figure out something for 2026. I don't know what it is.
We've also been thinking about maybe if we did things across the country, like a afternoon on a week, like on a Saturday seminar. Come maybe something that you'd buy a ticket to and see us, or maybe see us plus a doctor or 2, give some GLP-1 presentations. I don't know. Would you guys, is that something that would be of interest? So it's just something that we've been thinking about.
So the comments just jumped, so I may have missed some people.
Oh.
There was someone with the name, and I don't remember their name, but it started with an M, who had like a 2-part question that I think has gone away.
Oh,
If you'll put it back in there,
sorry.
I apologize. Maybe it'll reappear sometimes.
Oh, they all went away, didn't they?
They just jumped a long way. So I think we've now missed some. I apologize. DJ says I do my shot on Mondays. That night after my shot, I always have trouble sleeping.
Yeah. Starlight 38 US. Hi, this is Cindy. I tried my first 7.5 milligram Zepbound last Thursday and was really nauseous. The appetite suppressant is really strong, and I was having a hard time eating. I'm going back down to 5. Sounds like you've solved the problem. Yeah. If you're making you nauseous, yeah, sure. Oh, was she the one that had the bunch of the 7.5 in the fridge? I
don't know.
Or in the...
I don't remember.
Tanya Whitaker says, have you guys received my pictures? Down 72 pounds in maintenance, was size 14 to 16, now size 0 in maintenance and had no side effects.
It's hard to say, Tanya.
Maybe.
We actually have 12 scheduled right now. So basically they go straight into a folder. Where's that thing? Let me check and I'll...
Yeah. If you've sent them to
probably
either Christopher at Downsized.org. Yeah. Yeah. And I think you have an interview set up, right? If you'd like to come on the Downsized Dish and tell me your story, you can send an email to Laraine at thedownsized.org. I'll send you a link to our calendar. You don't, there it is. If you want to make a note, you don't have to send me pictures to say, hey, I want to be on the Downsized Dish and look at my pictures and here's why. Don't send all that. Just just say, hey, I want to do it. I'll send you the link to our calendar. And then once you get set up for an interview, then there is a part that says, please send us your pictures, before and after pictures, because people love to see those. So I think that's what Tanya was talking about.
So Liz says, does going up a dose help you lose more? I see my doctor in the morning and I'm thinking about going up from 5 to 7.5. My weight has been hovering for a month. This is where the language has to be more specific. So a higher dose does not necessarily make you lose faster. However, the titration schedule is there for a reason, because your body adjusts to the medication. So as it gets adjusted, you do need to move up to continue to lose weight. Does that make sense? Did I say that correctly?
Yeah. So if you've been on 5 and you've been hovering around the same weight for about a month and you're not having any side effects, it might be time for you to move up. That would point me towards the ask your doctor, hey, do you think I can move up to 7.5? Kind of sounds like it, but we're not doctors, so that's our advice. Not medical. Rita D. Hi, Laraine. Started 5 milligram a month and a half ago. I was so nervous due to the side effects I was having on 2.5. Guess what? Hardly any side effects. Well, maybe your body just got used to it, right? Down 7 the first 4 weeks on 5 milligrams. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, sometimes your body just needs, give it 90 days to kick in, to get used to it. So, sounds like you're doing good.
At least 4 shots for sure. Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
But usually if you're having side effects, I would say don't move up until you've managed those side effects. But for me, really, I've had constipation kind of throughout. So, you just have to work with your doctor and see. Tammy Runyon. Hey, Tammy Runyon. I would think if you go down in dose and it doesn't work for you, you can always increase the dose. Exactly. I'm just doing it because of the cost, and I'm lucky enough it seems to be working for me. Yeah, good point. Especially when you're on compounded, it's easy to change your dose around. Michelle Frank says, I would love a conference or something.
It won't be a conference, I'll tell you that.
Well, like a
it
seminar,
might be an evening of something.
Or an afternoon.
Something. But we have spent the last 10 years doing conferences and things. I'm trying to get out of that business, but I wouldn't mind doing, an afternoon, concise. A night with us, a few doctors, a panel, and, you're kind of a few hours in and you're done.
Yeah.
It's a little more compact, and then it, because the reality of that is it starts costing money, and then we have to start charging things, and conferences are very expensive.
DJ, need some more thumbs up. Hit the like button. Georgia says, I'm starting Zepbound 2.5 on
Go.
Friday.
All right.
Woo! Friday's our shot day. Yay!
Yep.
Newbie, thanks for the info. About 60 pounds to lose. Okay, Georgia, just take that shot, drink some water, eat some protein, and
Take the next shot. Then
a
take the next shot.
half a pound to 2 pounds a week is average. So
Then take the next shot.
yeah. Good luck. Liz says, yes, that's where I'm at. I'm thinking the same thing. I'll let you know what happens. I don't know what that's in
Hard to
reference
say. It may have been one.
Tammy has a question. Hopefully Kelly Clarkson will be back. Yeah, I think she will. I'm not even sure if she's recording her shows yet. Does anyone know? I don't know. Be great if you could get an interview. Yeah. I'm sure she'd do it. She seems down to earth.
Yeah,
do you have her email address?
I haven't been chasing her. I mean,
Yeah.
her ex-husband died, and I was like, this is
we're
just
like,
kind of rude.
the timing
So
is not
we'll
good,
see.
so.
We'll see.
Yeah.
She's been running that TV show she did the other night with
with
Lizzo, but I think
Lizzo.
those were recorded some time ago.
That TV show was awesome. What was the name of that? They were like singing back and forth and singing each other's songs and just sitting there just like it was nothing to belt.
Scott says, do you know when you're doing the Atlanta meet and greet? Absolutely we do.
Yes.
It is, let me put it back up here.
Monday, November 3rd, 2025 from 6 to 8 p.m. in downtown Atlanta. Go to thedownsized.org to register for that event.
And
so
it's free.
It's free, yeah. And then you'll get a little reminder. I just set up the reminder emails the other day, like yesterday. Yeah. Val says maybe taping a live meetup like we did on the cruise.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that next year. The ones we're doing this year, honestly, we're not paying for any spaces. So like this past one,
The meetups.
yeah, we were in the lobby of the Embassy Suites and just kind of hung out. So it'd be kind of weird to just whip out big cameras
to tape it.
to do a show in their lobby and then be like, who
that's
are
a
you
good
people?
idea though, Val. I mean, maybe if we got a conference room.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. And we'll do it again on the
Don't
cruise.
mind me bringing all this lighting equipment in. Joni says, really want to switch to tirzepatide from semaglutide compounds. Not so many viewers on semaglutide. Tirzepatide is definitely the favorite. Price will definitely have to come down. I definitely feel like I'm alone on semaglutide. You're not alone on semaglutide.
Yeah, still, at least half of the world that's taking these medications are taking
so
Ozempic,
Wegovy,
semaglutide.
and compounded semaglutide. Really, what is working for you? Like, are you losing the average of half a pound to 2 pounds a week? So semaglutide is a GLP-1, has a GLP-1 medication. And then tirzepatide, which is Zepbound and Mounjaro, have a GLP-1 medication plus a GIP medication. So it works a little bit better because you got those two things going, and don't ask me what both the things do, but you got two things, so you got more effectiveness. But you know, plenty of people are on semaglutide, and we don't talk about semaglutide as much because we're personally not on semaglutide. When I first started on the compounding and I did my online telehealth visit, they said, do you want semaglutide or tirzepatide? And I said, well, what are the prices? And they told me, and I said, well, which one works better? And they said, well, tirzepatide. And I said, well, I want the one that works better. So, I mean, but, you know, Ozempic is definitely like the OG. It's been around for years, and it's very well known. Yeah. Valerie says, FYI for the meetup, I went to the regional OAC, Your Weight Matters, in Atlanta, and it was very good. Awesome. Yeah, those OAC conferences.
The Obesity Action Committee.
Coalition.
Coalition.
You gets it wrong every single time. Yeah, that's the conference we went to of theirs in Washington, D.C., and we really, really enjoyed it. So I would imagine, I'm glad to hear their regionals are just as good as their main one. Angela said, I broke my 1 month plateau this week. Woohoo! I'm down 2 pounds since last Thursday. My BMI is now in the healthy range. All right, you go, Angela. Good job. Any tricks on breaking the plateau? What'd you do? What'd you do different? Everyone wants to know. 2 pounds is a lot. How do I lose 2 pounds in a week? Since Thursday, girl.
Sometimes your body does what
sometimes
it
it
wants
just lets it go, right? Mindy M says, Kelly has begun recording her show on 9/8. She's back to work. Ooh, thanks for the tip, Mindy. Who was it that I interviewed that said their hairdresser knew Kelly Clarkson's relative? That lady with the pretty long hair.
No, she didn't know Kelly Clarkson's relative. She knew the TV producer from Yellowstone. She went to the gym with him.
How did we get into a Kelly Clarkson conversation?
But I don't know. But
I'll have to go back and watch the
DJ
video.
Pugles, watch. I feel like your comment prior to this went away, so you'll have to.
I'll have to stop as it was clashing with my other nets. Yeah, I mean, work with your doctor on that. Maybe they can suggest something else.
Let's see here.
Marlene says, I'm excited to see you two in real life in Vegas.
Girl, Din Tai Fung, really? Dumplings.
Din Tai Fung. And maybe some other downsizers can come.
Xiaolong Bao. All about it.
We like that.
I ate at the original Din Tai Fung in Taipei. It was delicious. That might be too much.
Darium says there's a huge Ozempic Wegovy semaglutide community out here at Joni. Scott Miller says I can see Christopher starting a Cooking with Christopher for GLP-1 users YouTube channel. I would watch, just saying. We actually did some Cooking with 5 Christopher or 6 videos. If you probably search cooking of our videos, you'll see them. He did a couple of very easy things like omelet and some salmon. And,
nobody watched them.
They weren't.
And there will now be 5 people that were like, "Those were my favorite. You should do them again." I probably should. Honestly, they're pretty easy things to film, and I cook every night.
We should probably just film you cooking dinner on a weeknight. Like tonight, he made beef stir fry with broccoli and carrots and rice. And it was delicious. And we had all the things, right? We had the protein, we had the carbs, we had the vegetables. So, what did we have last time? Oh, we had the chicken tacos. Yeah. Christina R says, definitely need the closet purge video. I have gone by item and taken 4 trash bags of clothes to Goodwill. Yeah, I've taken out like quite a lot. And now I'm to the point It doesn't
look like she's taken out a single piece.
I have taken out bags and bags.
Her curtain or clothes run is about to collapse.
I've even gotten to the point now of I'm throwing away underwear that are too big because I had to buy all new underwear. You can't donate those. I'm just throwing those away, right? So I need to make the final. No, right? No, nobody's got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I need to go through, and I have a lot of stuff that I used to wear when we would go camping, like flannel shirts and sweatshirts, and I'm never going to wear those things again. I don't know why I'm holding on to them, because maybe I'll need a flannel shirt someday in a size extra large from Old Navy. All my clothes are from Old Navy. Anyway, yeah, I need to purge. Sandy Shore said, Sandy did semaglutide at first because it was cheaper. Yep. When the weight loss slowed, she switched to tirzepatide and she kept losing. Yeah. Sandy, what's your total? You lost. I started to tell you the other day at the gym, Sandy, that your shirt was too big, but then I decided I wasn't going to tell you. Sandy and I, we have these comments back and forth, and I keep telling her, I said, Sandy, your clothes are too big. You got to buy some new clothes. You've lost so much weight. She's a little tiny. She's a little tiny lady. I put on a shirt to wear to the gym. I think it was on Tuesday, and I really liked this shirt. And I used to always just kind of be on the small side, and I put it on. It's like a t-shirt, like a tank top to wear to the gym. It was like a dress. I was like, I guess I need to also go through my t-shirts.
All right, there's 261 viewers out there right now. Hello, everybody. I'm Christopher. This is Laraine. We talk about GLP-1s. Between the two of us, we've lost right at 150 pounds, and we do this every day. Go live every week, sometimes more often if there's something big going on. Let's see. I said that 266 and 171 likes. So there's more of you out there that could like. We could get 200. That'd be awesome. Darium says, I have learned to have an omelet and salad lunch. I never knew it was a thing. So I did a video of an omelet and a salad. I love an omelet, and it's super easy to make. And you start with eggs. We have a good ceramic nonstick pan. And then you could add whatever protein, meat, veggie, and you can get a lot of stuff in for lunch. And then the salad's just a nice way to get your nutrients and your fibers and things. So, but it's a very French thing. Now they would add a big old stick of butter to it, but we don't do that.
No, we don't do that. And then he says, Scott, there's an actual playlist of Christopher cooking. He knows that I am a fan. Yeah, Mindy came and helped us film our Thanksgiving video. Was that just last year?
Yeah.
Seems like so much
Darian
longer ago.
That.
Scott, he even had a celebrity holiday cooking live with
So maybe we'll do that again for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Well,
and my friend Elaine.
Maybe we'll do that again around the holidays. Last year we did a live from our kitchen.
Yeah.
And I filmed, and Mindy came over, and Elaine, who is our friend in the neighborhood, who Laraine credits with telling her all about these fine medications. That's not really how it happened, but that's what she says. Came over, and I cooked live, and I made a more GLP-1 friendly version of Thanksgiving holiday dinner.
We're super busy in
well, it wouldn't be that week.
Maybe you could do a December holiday thing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here comes JoJo. Wait, I heard her crying down. What's the matter, JoJo? For Thanksgiving this year, we're gonna cook near my parents' house. So I'm renting a house where all of my family can come. Well, the five of us, my kids and me and Christopher, that's near my mom's. So we don't have to make a mess at my mom's house. We can cook at this rental house, and then they can eat, and then they can go home. Because if we make a big, my dad is doing anyway, they're getting older. My mom's turning 80 and my dad's turning 85, and it's a lot. And I don't really want them driving the 3.5 hours to our house. So we're going
they couldn't do that.
No. Stephanie says, your dinner sounds yummy. I'm hitting the gym, so dinner will be simple: roasted broccoli and goodies with leftover.
I think that's goodles.
Oh, goodles. Yeah. We love goodles. So goodles are like Kraft macaroni and cheese, only they have protein and
they're not bad. I wouldn't say I love them, but they're not bad.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good
Sandy
spot.
says she's lost 53 pounds.
Oh, wow, Sandy. Wow. That's awesome. Kirsten's memory says, I brought my skinny pants on the cruise last month and they kept falling down. Just ordered a smaller size. Underwear too is too big. Yeah. It's just, you just get to a point where just everything must go, right? So, and the underwear I used to like my body's not shaped the same way now, even in the smaller size. So it's annoying. Twin Sue says eggs, JoJo, with the Jimmy Dean pre-cooked turkey crumbles. Yeah, all right. If you can save a little time with that pre-cooked, that's always what I like to do.
Yeah, and honestly, I'll use whatever. A lot of times it's leftover meats or whatever. I'll make omelets out of all kinds of stuff.
What do you think, JoJo?
Scott Miller says, I'll invite my chefs. Dude, I'm not cooking with your chef's son. Your chef's son works at a legit restaurant. I'm just a
what
hack.
restaurant does he work at? We should go.
Oh, it's in Charleston. It's a little French restaurant that has like 10 or 12. I don't remember the name of it, but it's been on my list for some time. Scott and I talked about it. Scott came to the Charlotte meetup.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about it. And the reviews are very good of it. So he's a better cook than I am, I'm sure.
New chapter, Nana. Regarding getting rid of old clothes, is it worth the real estate they are taking up? No. I no. If you had to replace an item, how easy can you replace? I mean, some things are pretty old, but I haven't worn them in a couple years now. If you haven't used it in, yeah. No, you're right. You're right, Nana. Like, I know. I know this. It's just, I just gotta do it. Just do it, like Nike says.
I mean, honestly, I
Just
don't
do it.
even think you need to go through most of it. You could just go, it's gone. It's so big on you, babe. It's so big.
I am very small and petite now. When my children were little, I was not small and petite, but I used to always tell them, your mommy is very small and petite. I am a very small and petite mommy. So my children would repeat this back to me. And now my girls, now they're 19 and 21. They said, Mom, you said that so many times, you just called it into being. I'm like, yes, I did. So yeah, gotta go through the closet. Darren says you can always do a Friedman's event.
I think that says Friendsmas.
I'm getting tired. I've been looking at the computer all day, so my eyes are tired. A Friendsmas event sometime in December.
Yeah.
We can do that. A Friendsmas, Friendsgiving, Friendsmas.
Nydia.
Hey, Nydia. Hello, everyone. Thanks for all you do, CD and LD. You're welcome. Becky Clark says, thanks, folks, for the video and live chat. Just put my cell phone in my pocket and got a mile walking outside in my yard. Thanks for the motivation. We should do a live like walking around. Can we do that and hold the phone?
Sure.
Like, we're walking through our neighborhood live. It would be hard to do.
I mean, Jamie films like that.
Jamie
He doesn't
films
do
like
it
that all
live,
the
but he
time.
films like that. And so does
Yeah.
Brittany. They both film like that all the time.
Yeah. Sandy, we could do a live at our gym one day. Laraine, it's hard, but it's worth it. Cleaning out the clothes. Yep. Hey, Anna Hoover, if I clean out my closet, will you come do a Downsized dish interview with me? I've only been asking you for months and months. Say yes, Anna Hoover. Send me an email. New Chapter Nana says, think of all the people you can bless with the clothes you cannot wear. That's a great point. That's a great point. Yeah, I give everything to Goodwill, so that is a good point. Lynn Becker. Hey, Lynn. I have been on maintenance for 5 months now, and I've been doing good until the last week. And because I can now eat a little more like I enjoy eating. Well, you're still doing good, Lynn. What do you mean you're doing good until the last week? We get used to, your body's kind of getting used to the medication over time. So 5 months in maintenance, it's kind of how I am, right? I can out eat the medication if I want to. Right. So we were on the cruise a couple of weeks ago. Jojo, don't eat the new iPad. And she's chewing on it. Why are you so crazy? Stop.
My brand new case.
She's
Don't do
gonna
that,
bite
kitty.
me. You have to, these medications are tools, right? So I know that these medications are keeping my food noise down. They're keeping my hunger levels down. I still get hungry. I still want to eat. And I still like the foods that I like. And, if I'm not really focused on it, like the other night when we went out for pizza with my daughter, we were talking and in this big complicated conversation, and I just kept eating and I wasn't really thinking about it. And then I ate too much and then I felt bad.
Did you notice the difference in, so that pizza parlor we ate at is kind of your local neighborhood, New York style-ish pizza parlor. It's fine, but the difference from eating that giant kind of greasy pizza to typically the last couple of years we've gone to another place that does a Neapolitan style that's a small, they import flour from Italy, the ingredients are all, so it's kind of expensive for what you get, but we don't eat that much of it anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't have that problem.
I don't have that problem at that other pizza place. This was just, a regular, like Papa John's, Domino's.
I can never do that.
I can't eat that at all. And I love pizza. Like Christopher says, Laraine, where do you want to go for dinner? Pizza. That's always my first response. But so I have to I can out eat the medicine if I want to. Like, it's the guardrails for me, right? I can run the car off the road head first into whatever is waiting on the other side, but it kind of keeps me off the road. I also have to remember to eat at a calorie level
Well, you're not eating enough.
I eat enough calories, right? I mean, of course I was when we were on vacation, but now that we're home, that's why I started tracking things on this Me Again app, because I looked at I'm like, I've only eaten 800 calories today. That's not enough calories, right? So I need to eat, after we get off of this, I'll get another high protein snack, maybe a protein bar. I put I'm going to start the
That
Ninja.
won't be frozen in time.
Creamy. Well, there was one I think Olivia made that's in the freezer, so we could, she is not here, so we could.
You really have to do that overnight, though.
Yeah, I made two. I made two to freeze tonight. So I put. You guys have probably heard us talk about our Ninja Creamy. So it's kind of like a make your own kind of high protein ice cream. So I use Fairlife milk.
It doesn't have to be high protein, but that's the way we make it.
Yeah. So I use a cup and a half of Fairlife milk, and then I have my Aldi protein powder, and I put a serving is a scoop. I put a scoop and a half, and then I put 2 tablespoons of sugar-free, fat-free Jell-O pudding mix, and I blend that up with the hand mixer and then freeze it. You have to freeze it overnight.
I made a video of that too.
Yeah. Freeze it overnight, and then you put it in the Ninja Creamy machine the next day, and it's a reasonable facsimile for ice cream, right? I like all different kinds of ice cream. So, I think I'm going to start, having that maybe here and there. So the thing you have to remember is to do it the night before you want to eat it. I'm always like, I'd really could go for a Ninja Creamy thing right now. And you can't just.
And I put more pudding mix in it. And don't do the extra half scoop of protein powder, because I like it to taste like a protein pop. Because
pudding pop.
A pudding pop.
You don't like.
Because I like pudding, but they don't make those things anymore.
No.
But that's what it tastes like. So that's like child of the 80s.
Yeah. Sandy Shore says, I replace half the pasta with cauliflower and add shrimp. More protein, less calories.
That's not replacing. That's just doing shrimp cauliflower pasta.
Well, you know what? You're getting some more vegetables in there, so
that's good.
You're bulking it up. Yeah, no, that's great. We've experimented with cauliflower here and there, like roasting it. And
I like roasted cauliflower a lot. That's
seasoning.
my favorite way, honestly.
We'll have to go back to that. We haven't done that in a while. Aussie Craig, hello. I had enjoyed purchasing clothes that were a size smaller, then celebrated when they fit. By the way, large clothes are donated as soon as. Okay. All right, Aussie Craig. I hear. I get what you're trying to tell me.
All the way on the other side of the world.
Yep.
Aussie Craig, you told us where you lived, and I don't remember. Melbourne, maybe?
Where's James live?
I think but James lives in Melbourne, too.
Mm-hmm. Or Sydney? Somebody live in Sydney?
No.
Sandy says, okay, live at the gym. Sometimes I film and I make little YouTube shorts of me doing things at the gym. Remind me on Monday, Sandy, and we'll just film a video. We'll just make a video of us doing the bar class workout with our instructor, Carly. Our instructor, Carly, is from Australia. So she's fun.
Maggie Tea Garden, thanks for being a member. Maggie says, Christopher, I think you should send Laraine to a day spa and surprise her with a cleaned out closet.
No.
Oh, no. That would not go well for me.
I mean, I'm all about the day spa part, but no. Because then I would be like, where's my this? Where's
she
my
would be
that?
really mad. That would not go well.
Our daughter cleaned
I appreciate
the
idea, but
the pantry, and I couldn't find any tea. Like, I wanted to have some tea the other night. Wanted to, make a cup of tea. And I'm like, Olivia, where'd you put all the tea? She's like, it's in there. I'm like, no, we have like a dozen different varieties of tea and none of it is in the pantry. Well, I guess when she rearranged everything, she put all the tea. She couldn't find a home for it. So she put them in a grocery bag and put it
in the plan was in another cupboard. It just never happened.
Yeah. So oh, right. She was supposed to clean out the cabinet next to the refrigerator, and she never achieved that goal.
So, yeah, I'm not cleaning out. I'm happy to help her,
I couldn't find my tea.
I would get in a lot of trouble if I did that.
No, that's not good.
Anthony says, pizza's the best, one of my major food groups. Pamela says, is there a free version of the Me Again app? No, there is not. I did recommend that as well, too. A lot of them do kind of strip it down the versions.
Yeah, no, they didn't make one. It's good though. I mean, it has an AI function and it has all kinds of cool stuff. I haven't seen in other apps.
Linda, let's see. How
Homemade
about making
pizza.
homemade pizza with we make homemade pizza all the time. I don't like vegetables on pizza for whatever
do.
reason. I really don't.
I do.
I don't know why I like vegetables and all kinds of other stuff. It's just not my I like mushrooms.
Well, we also
I
get
don't know.
the low fat, or no, the turkey pepperoni.
Yeah.
Like, is it Hormel makes a good turkey pepperoni? And I think a serving is like 16 slices.
But there's
and
really
the
no
protein
reason
is
to buy the
good,
low
too.
fat. It's kind of silly. It doesn't taste as good.
I think it tastes fine. It's
And
not
you
as
need the
greasy.
calories anyway.
It's not as greasy. Well, you don't need the greasy part.
Fat's good for you, girl. Keeps
Who
things
are
moving.
you? Who are you? Home is Perth on the West Coast. All right. Jackie says, if you lose 50 pounds, are you likely going to need a tummy tuck?
That depends on about 1 million things, including how old you are, what's your history of weight loss, how tall you are, did you smoke, how many times have you suntanned? I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of things going on there.
So, I've had 3 kids, and 2 of them were C-sections. So I had like the kind of the apron belly situation before I had even heard of GLP-1s. And so right after COVID, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to be 180, 190 pounds. This is just where it's at now. Maybe I can just get this overhang of loose skin removed. So I went to a place called Sonobello, and they did like it wasn't a tummy tuck. It was there's a name for it.
With a P.
Panulectomy, maybe, where they just basically cut it off, pulled it up, sewed it together. No muscle repair. If I knew GLP-1s were coming and then I would actually go on to lose weight, of course, I wish I had waited, but I didn't. So I don't feel like I need a tummy tuck at this point because I kind of got most of it taken off. I mean, I do still have some loose skin because, it deflated by 50 pounds. Well, not all in my stomach, but you get it. So, I've talked to people, I've interviewed people who have had surgeries. I know people, who have had them. And if you can afford them, if you can get the insurance to cover some parts of them, if you have like sores and things people document, that helps toward the insurance covering.
But I'm 56, lost 100 pounds. Yeah. I have a little bit, but not much. I wouldn't. It doesn't bother me enough to.
The older you are, if you've had kids, if it's expanded, if you've been heavy for a long time, like all those make it harder for your skin to retract. So that's kind of.
Yeah. So there's no specific answer to that. Maybe not.
Yeah.
We've definitely talked to some younger folks who lost a good bit of weight, and it just kind of went right back. They were still very elastic.
Yeah.
Right. There's 248 of you out there. Hello, everybody. We have 198 likes, almost 200. I like that number. That's a good thing. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, I think we're closing in on 28,000 subscribers. I'd love to get to 30,000 by our anniversary. I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be awesome.
Not our wedding anniversary.
No. Our Terzaversary.
Our Terzaversary, as Barb says.
September 23rd.
Barb calls it a Terzaversary.
2,000 by September 23rd. Is it possible? It might be close.
Somebody was asking if we're going to do something special for our 2-year anniversary.
I don't know. What should we do?
GLP-1s.
Let's go on a cruise.
Are we trapped?
I don't know.
You talk while I look at the calendar.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we will do something. What that is, I have no earthly idea.
We will.
Where will we be?
Well, we'll be there for the weekend before it, and September 29th. It's on a Monday. So, we'll have our regular Wednesday. We'll probably do something on that Wednesday live. Maybe we'll give away some downsized swag. We have some tote bags and some JoJo pins and some stickers and maybe a Mochi blue thermos if anybody wants one of those. We have stuff to give away. Yeah. Yep. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Subscribe now so you won't miss an exciting episode from the Downsized.
You never know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
What else was going on? There's all kinds of stuff going on in the news, so pay attention because it's moving pretty quick out there.
Pay attention? What am I paying attention to?
Just keep watching. Keep watching.
How many new drugs did you say were in development right now? Was it over 300 GLP-1s in development?
Globally at 600, I think. Well, they're not all GLP-1. Some of them are amylins and other things, but
things that work
obesity medications
for obesity that are not necessarily GLP-1. So it's going to be an exciting.
And somebody left us a question. Have I ever heard of hypothalamic obesity?
No. What's
well,
that?
Interestingly enough, we have, and Laraine was there. So when we were at the Obesity Action Coalition conference, there was actually a booth that we spoke to a gentleman that thought what the treatment, or I don't know, was specifically aimed at people who had that. And if you don't know what that is, basically that's
Willie Barr syndrome. Or
I don't remember
Willie Prater
I don't
syndrome.
remember about that. But hypothalamic obesity has been caused either by an injury or genetics to the hypothalamus, and it can make you gain a lot of weight. So, and I'm actually working on a video right now. I filmed it yesterday about the new oral obesity candidates. There's 11 in trials or getting ready to go in trials right now, and one of them is specifically for hypothalamic obesity, which is kind of do I know a lot? No, but I know it exists in a little bit.
Alrighty then.
Who knew?
All right.
Learn all kinds of crazy things out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else is going on? The FDA's been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. They're going out they sent 100 letters out to various manufacturers, including Eli Lilly, Novo Nordisk, Hims, and a whole bunch of other people about advertising for GLP-1s and making sure that you said, oh, by the way, there's side effects, and being clear about it. So we'll see what happens with that. I think it may roll out in some of the influencers. You may hear another caveat about side effects. Like if you watched the beginning of this, I mentioned one. We don't know specifically, but you may see, and that's fine. We want to make sure everybody gets the right information. But there's a lot of stuff going on right now, so it's exciting. And now there's 212 likes. Very good. So if you've got a question, pop it in the chat. And other than that, we're probably going to be done pretty soon. So I feel bad because I feel like I know there was somebody whose name started with an M that had a 2-part question that I missed the question because it did weird things.
You can always send it to us in an email if you want.
Yeah, send me an email, Christopher@thedownsized.org. And if we know the answers, we'll try and answer it. Or if you'd like to send us questions, we answer questions on our weekly weigh-in. So if you put them in the chat and make sure you put a question mark, or if you email it to me at Christopher@thedownsized.org, we will include them in the weekly weigh-in questions as well. Yeah. We're always happy to do that.
Our weekly weigh-ins go live on Sundays. And then we do our weekly news show is on Mondays.
And my favorite comment of the week, somebody said, "What are you guys doing in news? You're getting out of your lane."
They must be new. You new here?
I said, really?
Yeah. So we started our YouTube channel in March of 2024.
2024, you're correct.
And Christopher said, we should do a news segment. And I'm like, I don't care about the news. Nobody's going to watch the news. People just want to lose weight. Nobody cares about the GLP-1 news. Well, I was completely wrong on that. And people love the news, and they're always our highest viewed shows of the week. So we do weekly news segments every week with what's happening from all the, big pharma and legal and
fashion
lawmakers
and
food all that,
and whatever's going on.
All the things. So make sure you like and subscribe so you can keep up with that.
Stephanie, you say Willie Prater. I'm not sure.
Willie Prater. That's the syndrome where that can cause abuse. Yeah, because I have a friend whose son has that.
Ginger BK, you say you missed mine. Put it back in there, Ginger. I apologize if you ask me again.
It's hard to get good help these days, Ginger.
Sometimes it jumps, and I'm like, I see, and it's weird. It like scrolls really fast sometimes.
And then you can't go back.
No, and then they're just gone.
Back, and then they're gone forever.
They are.
All right. Well,
all right, Ginger, we'll put it back in there.
We're almost at the 2-hour mark.
We are almost at the 2-hour mark.
If anybody has any more questions, we can type them in, put a Q in the front and type them in real quick, and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, otherwise, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. If you noticed all the folks with the little icons next to their names, they're all part of Club Downsized, which is our YouTube membership program. Basically, our content's always free. There's out there, but as a member, you just support a little bit of what we do, and we appreciate it. There's a special member live, usually on Tuesday night. There's a member Facebook group. You get special icons, and we recognize you and go, "Hey, you're a member." And you might see your name at the scroll at the end. Let's see here. Oh, Ginger put her question back in. QQ, has anyone gained weight on microdosing? I'm sure they have, Ginger.
Well, microdosing, so, we could go on a whole nother hour about microdosing, but why? Because any dose under the starting dose hasn't been tested for effectiveness, or so, what's a microdose going to do? What's anything less than the starting dose going to do for you? It's probably not going to do much of anything. So
talk to your doctor.
Have you gained weight on it? Probably.
There are a lot of different reasons to microdose. Typically, if you're looking to lose weight, the research doses are probably going to be the best way to do it. And even the folks that are big proponents of microdosing, the Dr. Tinas and those of the world, will tell you that microdosing is not actually a weight loss strategy. I'm not an expert at it, and there will be somebody who comes on and says, "But I've lost 1,000 pounds using 0.0001." I'm like, okay, well, the exception does not make the rule.
Yeah, most people are not going to lose weight on less than a 2.5 starting dose. But I have talked to people who are super, super sensitive to the medicine, and thank you. I don't know how to say that. For your super chat of $1.99. And how do you say that, Christopher?
I would guess yes, Nguyen. That's probably Vietnamese would be my guess.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Nguyen.
Anyway, some people are more sensitive to the medicine, but most people need at least a 2.5 dose to start. And then
gained 4, now down 9 on 2.5. Well, 2.5 isn't microdosing. That's the starting dose.
That's the starter dose. Gained 4, now down 9.
So Ginger, how long have you been on 2.5?
Yeah.
Would be the question. And then let's see, we'll let Ginger. So Johnny says, can you switch from semaglutide to tirzepatide at your next dose? Please talk to your doctor about that. A lot of doctors will do that. Some like to see you cycle a little bit, and maybe they'll bump you down. And there's charts they can look at, but you can absolutely switch. It's just you just need to have a plan that's right for it.
Yeah, because the numbers aren't the same in the dosing. So, you want to make sure you're not overdosing yourself.
Ginger says she's been on 2.5%.
You're just starting. So I would keep going. If you've lost 9 now, you were up 4, but now you're down 9. So you're just getting into it, right? So give your body some time to adjust. It's obviously going through something, but just give it some time to adjust, and you'll see you start to lose weight. So
Ginger says 12 units is microdosing times 4 weeks.
Units, we don't talk in units because units are different depending on what compounding pharmacy mixed up your dose.
So is a 12 unit dose in your shot 25 milligrams of medication?
2.5.
I'm sorry, 2.5 milligrams of medication. If 12 units is equal to 2.5, that is the research starting dose that Eli Lilly did for
she said she was on 2.5 in her last comment.
So you're not in fact microdosing, you're just doing the starting
You're on the starter
dose, which is fine.
Which is fine.
And if you've been 6 weeks on that dose and you lost 9 pounds, then what do you normally say about that? Congratulations, you're average.
You're doing great. Yeah, no, it's 9 pounds down. Well, you up 4, so really you've lost what, 5?
Oh, so she says
weeks?
So half.
No, half.
So you're not doing 2.5 milligrams. You're doing 1.25 milligrams.
I don't know why you want to do that. Like,
it sounds like it's time for you to go up. Is what it sounds like. It's time to do.
I don't have any point of reference for any dose that's less than 2.5 milligrams. It's not been tested. It's not been through clinical trials. you might have a special circumstance or situation. So always talk to your doctor. We're not doctors. We just talk to people who have been on these medications. I have not talked to many or maybe any people who have done less than the starting
they'll
dose.
comment and they'll go.
I did.
Yeah, they will.
I don't recommend it because why? Why? I mean, if you and your doctor, that's something that you work out, then that's
So typically when we see people
personalized.
that have tried to do it on weight loss, they start out at the starting dose and maybe they had a lot of side effects and their doctor said, let's dial it back a little bit because you're having a lot of side effects.
Right.
But talk to your doctor. It sounds like you're doing okay in weight loss though. So,
Yeah.
Are you going to bounce up and down? Yeah. Your body's not a constant. So everybody's going to go
bounce up and down.
and weight of course you can.
Not really. Not really.
I did.
Not really. I mean, over time. I mean, you're only 4 weeks in, so
Yeah,
I'd give
you're
it.
very early.
You really need 90 days for your body to adjust to the medication.
Yeah. Becky says she fixed bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts yesterday. It was a good change. That's
Nice.
excellent.
All right.
I like Brussels
like
sprouts in the
bacon.
air fryer too. Brussels sprouts,
Yeah.
you cut them up. They air fry really well. They get nice and crispy. Here we go.
Oh, hey. QQQ. Hi, Laraine and Christopher. Did you both ever experience any plateau while losing weight? My name is pronounced Nakwin.
Okay.
Nakwin. Okay. All right. Hey, Nakwin. Hello. Did we ever experience any plateaus?
Sure.
I really didn't get a plateau where I wasn't losing. What I did is some weeks I went on vacation or I ate a little bit more and maybe I was up a pound or so that week. And then I'd come back from vacation and then drop it back down. And I think kind of that, I don't know, calorie cycling or the high-low kind of helped me avoid being in a plateau for any number of weeks. Because I think when you eat the same, and you're eating the same calories, same foods, your body just gets very used to that. Or even if you're eating not enough calories, your body may say, oh, we don't want to, she's starving us to death. We got to survive. We're not going to drop any more weight off until, we figure out what's happening here. So I think sometimes that could cause a plateau if you're not eating enough, if you're eating the same thing over and over again. So if you're having a plateau where you're having like the same weight multiple weeks in a row, eat something different. Take a look at what you're eating. It's my eat a cheeseburger theory. Go have a higher calorie meal and see if that doesn't shake things up.
And honestly, I think
I'm not a doctor.
I think one of the things that happens very frequently now, because people want to go so low and slow, that I think they unintentionally force themselves into a plateau, that they've stayed on a dose so long that their body has adjusted to it, and they have to realize at some point they have to go up. Now, we don't know anything about your history, so we're not saying that's you. But there's a reason that titration strategy is in place, that upward movement. It's so that your body will continue to react to the medication and lose weight. Let's see here. How can you keep from losing weight on 15 milligrams? Well, you have to eat more.
He's just kind of adjusted to it at this point. He's been on it for several months. His weight loss really
I think like 50 weeks, yeah.
You haven't been in maintenance for a year.
Well, figure it out. Maybe 30? No.
I don't know.
It's been almost 2 years.
His body is used to the 15 milligram dose. So, and I think his body has released all the weight it's going to release. I think he's gotten to his point where he's just...
No, I could lose more weight. I could absolutely do it. It's a choice. It's not that my body's stopping me.
All right. Well, don't let me speak for you then.
It is a choice.
All right. Well, how can you keep
I think
from
it's
losing
intentionally
weight?
eating more. I think you just have to, I'm definitely adjusted to the medication, so I can run off the rails if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's saying now
you
you just have to eat more food. So in maintenance, you can adjust your dose, you can eat more food, or you can add more activity, or some variation of all three. And you got to, honestly, it's different for everybody.
JoJo attacks.
Aida says, good night. Have a great week. It's hump day for me. That's awesome.
Thanks, Aida. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging with us.
Anthony says, "Wait, did you guys say Papa John's?" I don't eat Papa
It
John's
hurts my
anyway.
stomach.
I don't like it.
It hurts my stomach. I love it. Like I love the breadsticks. I love the pizza. I love the sauce. I love the buttery. I love it. And then I'm like, oh.
Papa John's, even before GLP-1s, was one of those.
It always
foods
kind of hurt my stomach even before.
It didn't hurt my stomach. It just didn't stay in my stomach. It was one of those
just
Papa John's and Chili's both.
We can't eat at the restaurant Chili's.
$20. You just might as well put them in the. They did not ever agree with me.
You didn't say the whole thing. Might as well flush it down the toilet. All right. Good night, everybody. Say good night, JoJo. Papa John's has a recipe for a Mounjaro spanking in the making. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed, Darium. All right, guys.
All right. Thank you guys very much for joining us. Make sure to catch our interview tomorrow with Jo Archer. She's a fascinating lady from England. And we will see you next time on The Downsized. My name is Christopher Durham.
I'm Laraine Durham.
See you tomorrow.